Let's go to eastern India and Bangladesh, where the cyclone ran ashore has killed at least four. Hundreds of thousands evacuated and the rescue operations are underway. Thousands of downed trees and damage to infrastructure. Many will be rebuilding entirely. NASA released some satellite shots of the storm, but more interesting was their global tropical storm track map, really patterned appearance of these systems. We also want to take a quick jump over to Oman, where a thunderstorm rolled through, tossed powerful lightning strikes which injured people caught out in the storm. Now let's go to the science. Our first story might seem like old news to space weather veterans, but we've seen nation by nation refuse to consider geoelectric hazard conditions before studies like this one are done. Indeed, the events that rapidly produce geomagnetic storm activity are the source of the major magnetic disruptions at ground level and the threats to the nation's power here. In terms of those geomagnetic events, scientists are diving deeper into the processes affecting the ionosphere and plasmasphere. It's the sealing of the global electric circuit and source of the short-term effects of space weather on pressure cells and wind speed. By weak, they mean really weak, just a nudge on the edge of an icy slope. And speaking of ice, let's go to the global warming treasure trove, the Arctic, responsible for over half of the climate change on the books, and those books have some serious problems. Following the Harvard team thrashing the sea surface temperature record last month, here comes an A-plus team from Sweden and China questioning the level of warming in the Arctic and identifying an amplification problem in the modeling that really overestimates the future changes in the northern polar region. Don't expect those guys at Al Gore's birthday party. For more on the solar effect on the lower atmosphere and the weather, and with the problems with the data and models, see the link below to our climate forcing videos. They are highly recommended. Now we're going to make a stop at the moon on our way out to space, and we're talking helium-3, well known to be one of the best potential fuel sources in the lunar crustal material. We now have a better idea of where that fuel will be found, and we not only have a macro scale evaluation of the whole planet, but also several close-up analyses, looking at specific regions and the helium sources at finer detail. The regions that appear darker to our eyes in the gray frames are where the helium is most dense. We've got a double dose of Shoal Star binary.